Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So I got a new lock style, and I just ramshackled it together. I wanted black and gold. Figured this looked really cool from all angles, even if some of the colors are slightly off from matching. And yeah, we're actually on Warrior / Dragoon. It's an incredibly potent combo in this era, due to the job traits, basically. And that's something I like about it. It's a natural job trait combination where the traits are actually what's really making the combo rather than the abilities. Although the abilities certainly help. But we got all of Warrior stuff. Mainly Fencer. And I think at 99 we have like Fencer 2 or 3. It gives a massive TP bonus of like I think it's plus 500 TP. So anytime we weapon skill, it says if we were at 150 already, and then you combo in our Moonshade, and it's like we're at 175. Very, very good for weapon skills like Savage Blade, for instance, which has an absurdly high TP modifier, above 200. We get accuracy bonus too, I think, from Dragoon sub, so it helps out for accuracy. We get conserved TP, so sometimes when we weapon skill, we just innately have more TP left over. And then we get weapon skill damage boost, which from Dragoon sub I believe is plus 7% weapon skill damage. So it's pretty freaking great. Let's see. So we're doing Seekers of Adeline missions. And I'll burn my brambles and call me a ghost town if it ain't calm wind. Did you hear about the official duel in the Rala Wildways? You bet your britches. Of course you did. And I guess you done know the outcome already, eh? No matter the results, what they was fighting about, that really gets the blood boiling. Ever since Grand Chancellor Ignis reinstated colonization, those in favor and those against be squaring off something fierce. At each other's throats like rabid Lipinians, I say. This ain't the first incident, neither. With all youngins round here more ornery about this topic than a Velk with a toothache. It ain't hard to see why tensions be a-flaring. How can I find out more? I would like to know more. Well, I ain't much of no reader, but if you're looking to turn a page or two about the ill will between the two factions, the Selenium Memorial Library is a good place to start. There's one title in particular on the tip of my tongue, but he don't remember nothing. So that was the cutscene we had to wait a freaking game day for to get, which cock-blocked us last time. So hopefully we don't get cock-blocked again. But now we gotta go to the library in Eastern Adeline, and I think I'm gonna turn off names. I don't mind them being on. They are part of the charm for a lot of people, but for me, and I just prefer to target people and look. Call me a voyeur. By the way, I traded in all our Gabi dial keys, and we didn't really get anything noteworthy, as far as I remember, so. Sad, sad, sad. But, you know, not much you could do. I thought the library... Oh, okay, we're standing right in front of it, and I'm just dumb. Okay, cool. Awesome. The Selenium Memorial Library contains relics of knowledge from ages past, as well as the latest, greatest illuminated publications. Would you care to enter this Vastaru vault of knowledge? Looks like Bobby Singer's house from Supernatural. Okay. Doot. Actually, come to think of it, I doubt the Final Fantasy XI creators were taking inspiration from it, but this expansion came out, I don't know, a little after, I guess, Season 7 of Supernatural, and that's when Bobby Singer dies in there, and it's sad. The shelf is packed with tomes chronicling the historical events that took place within the sacred city of Adelan. Colonization decree. In the year 880, the leader of the Order of Adelan, Ignis S. Adelan, declared the continent of Volbuca open to colonization. His fiat proved controversial as the 12 orders quickly became divided over the issue. Leaders in support of colonization: Ignis S. Adelan, Melvian D. Malacroix, Shero Machero, Margaret Leilangavo, Flaviria, Reginald, Amchuchu. Leaders in opposition to colonization. The following page is increased in a peculiar manner. Hildebert, Gratzig, Zvinja, Iki Askamot. Maybe Eskimo. The T silent. I don't know. 100 years after the Great Expedition came to a close, Adelan's leaders were still plagued by the numerous burdens the era had left on their city. Faced with mass poverty and the eventual collapse of their nation, the king and the 11 order representatives debated furiously for days on end on how to rectify their plight. It was only a matter of time before they would realize the only recourse left to them was to form an alliance. Thus, the long-standing dynasty erected by the founder king was torn down, and out of the political rubble came the sacred city of Adelan, established to both further the economic prospects of the nation as well as to quell its upstart rivals. This merger of the archipelago's various settlements signaled a new beginning for the continent. In the year 673, the Great Expedition came to a close. The royal fiat banning colonization was promulgated and worked on the monstrous western wall of the city, termed Eurius Yet, came to a head. The denizens of this island capital had but one choice: huddle meekly behind the thick city walls or face the untamed wilds of Volbuca. Okay. Time for a geography lesson. These volumes are tightly bound, preventing admittance to the stores of knowledge they contain. No, that's gay. Personages. Okay, these... okay, would you stop? Stop that? Let me read. Let me read, damn it! So wait, who are we supposed to... Okay, so we're literally just supposed to read those specific books that we're allowed to read, and then go back to Laville. That's strange. But I guess he was the guy telling us to go here, but he couldn't remember the... Yeah, so... Such is life, I suppose. Yeah, I've been using this job combination, Warrior Dragoon and Walk of Echoes. It proved to be insanely effective, letting me beat some of the item level walks by myself with relative ease, honestly. Like, I'm gonna beat Walk 5, I want to say 11, a few others. Aha, too, Comwin. I never need to break out the old lasso when you're around. You always seem to know exactly when I need to find you. We've heard of a few whoops and hollers from concerned citizens about some young people skirting in and out of the waterways. Looks like they're up to no good, given all the whispering and mumbling they do. Now, I say these reports hold as much water as an upside-down plate. It seems the Peacekeepers Coalition is inclined to agree. They won't have any of it. I know they seem insignificant, but we need to cover all corners of the corral on the off chance they're true, especially given the history of the issue and that duel the other day. Could you do me a favor and mosey on down to the Rala waterways to check things out? Okay. Enter Rala Waterways for a cutscene. Proceed south to the dead end at C6 and click the sluice gate. Enter the password, which can be determined from the clues in this mission and the previous mission. Case sensitive. Enter it in all capitals to start a cutscene. Okay. Well, I suppose that means we should go to the waterways entrance at F5 or whatever. Because, oh man, the moon's almost full. I could be doing some up in arms. Oh wait, no, it's waning. Dang, I missed the full moon. I slept too long. Oh well. Doesn't matter anyway, I don't have enough seals for up in arms and calm wind. Although both of my other characters are on Bahamut now as well, so I could use their login points to get about, oh, maybe a stack and a half of Beastman seals. That would be 2 runs. Which is just as likely to get a Kraken Club as 7 runs. That's how bad the statistics on that thing is. It's crazy. And the sad thing is that I don't even want it to use it like my brother did. I want it to sell it so I can bankroll my character. Although, doing Walk of Echoes the other day, we got an earring that we were able to sell for 9.5 million gil, so... I mean, that was pretty ballin'. It actually came out of the one with the Mandragoras that have Fatal Scream. I might need to bank on some holy waters and go back and do that some more. The faintest of voices echoes off the corridor walls. All hail the masterminds. G.I. The masterminds H.I. 2 voices chant the same phrase in a slightly unsynchronized manner as they fade into the distance. Huh. G.I.H.I. And the stars, I guess, represent letters that we couldn't make out? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Also, I unlocked another Empyrean weapon skill, Echo's Fury for Warrior. I unlocked it. It's going to be our best Great Axe weapon skill on this character because I don't plan to unlock Upheaval, the merited weapon skill. Of course, if we ever get the Aeonic, then we'll have fully powered Upheaval anyway, so... Of course, that's a long ways off. It probably will be outside of the range of the scope of the Let's Play, since it has to be done by doing really hard notorious monsters with real players, and has its whole little process, which can be blazed out. Oh wait, I think we were supposed to... I said C6, right? So we're supposed to not take a walk out here this way. Other way. But yeah, I guess I'll keep Great Axe on just so you can see that eventually if we get to do some fighting today. It's not our best option overall for damage. That's pretty much Savage Blade these days, or Resolution, but... For whom do we toll? Toil? So... Wait, it was H-I... G-I-H-I or H-I... so wouldn't that... G-I would be Gratzig, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe it was... Maybe H-I came first? The password is 4 letters hinted at on a marked page in the history book in the library upon zoning into Rala Waterways. The password is the first initial of each order leader on the marked library page. There are 4 leaders who voted against the colonization effort. Password HGSI, the initials of the leaders. Was it supposed to just be that then? Guess so. I don't recall seeing your face here before. I suppose it's not unheard of to get new recruits. Get going or the council will begin without you. Oh, hey, it's that Mithra that was, that whispered in the other Mithra's ear in the battle to the death. Take heed, brethren. We cannot afford to bide our time any longer. The colonization movement is gaining momentum at a frightening pace. Its supporters disguise it as the herald of agrarian prosperity. In reality, however, it's not but an excuse to justify the raping of the land. To wit, there was an incident a few days past where someone tried to burn the forest to ashes. Speak you the truth? She does. Our glorious leader witnessed it with his own eyes. He says that the Peacekeepers Coalition is currently on the case. These vermin are a disgrace to our continent. We cannot forgive their transgressions. And where there's one cockroach, thousands more spring from the woodwork. Ulbuka's jungle is vast, but it cannot last forever against this interminable infestation. They've already culled an irrevocable amount of wildlife and uprooted most of the rare plants. And to throw salt in the jungle's wounds, they've begun recruiting more pioneers from overseas. These adventurers have befouled not only the wilderness with their presence, but the sacred city of Adelan as well. Ulbuka is our motherland. She deserved better than to be accosted by complete strangers. These so-called adventurers do seem a bit too proficient at pioneering, that is for certain. Ever since they arrived, they have more than calm into the back like, no, who me? No, we're not good at stuff. Ever since they arrived, they've been more than double the pace of the colonization movement. Word has spread that these ruffians have even managed to infiltrate Yorsha Wield's deepest recesses. Recently, the Inventors and Pioneers coalitions have started working even more closely together. What's more, they've brought over some young prodigy from a foreign land who's overrunning the continent with inventions. They wave the banner of what they call progress, saying these inventions will increase crop yields. What kind of progress reduces our woodlands to wastelands? Their hypocrisy makes me want to hack a hairball at every last one of them. You there, what do you think? Do you truly think ravaging the forest will help feed Adelan? Of course it won't help. You're damn right it won't. There's no possible way a plan that contradicts the Founder King's will go smoothly. We must preserve the forest at all costs for the sake of the continent and for the Founder King. I repeat, we have little time left. Arciella promised that her brother Ignis would make an appearance at the next assembly. Were that to happen, support for the colonization initiative would flourish. Indeed, we must act before Ignis and the pioneers can trample Ulbuka's wilderness underfoot. Arciella, however, often calls for the colonization movement to take on a more reserved form. She is sympathetic to our cause. That is why, though it may take time, I believe we can convince her to lead us into the new era. To make that easier, Ignis must be removed from his position as head of Adelin's most prominent order for all eternity. So that she wants to kill him. We shall uphold the will of the Founder King and restore Adelan to its former glory. Indeed. We strike during the dead of night. Give us your blood, your sweat, and your tears, so that Adelan may be reborn. Obtain key item. Note detailing seditious plans. Well, that was easy. Scrap of paper with the words, "We strike during the dead of night. You know what to do," once inside the castle, hastily scrawled upon it. Viva la Revolution? Huh. It's got a bit of dramatic irony to it, though, because, like, the forest isn't actually dying because the pioneers are, raping the land. It's dying because the world tree that actually is making it all grow is dying due to the, being linked to the other tree on the other side of the world that was burnt to death. So, like, I guess the pioneer movement isn't helping, but there's gotta be some other reason why the Founder King was like, stay out of the fucking woods, kids. No kids for you. Also, I believe I can throw away the Shamash now, so. Goodbye, Shamash. I remember my friend Syria made one of you and was like, haha, I didn't have to spend forever grinding in Abyssia to get my weapon. But then, like, as the Empyreans got their aftermaths, he was like, Ah, what the fuck? And it would have been a better idea if he had just done the Empyrean. And I think he eventually wound up doing it anyway, but eh. I think if I make an Empyrean, it'll be for Dragoon probably. It's supposedly only the third best spear right now, with like the Ambuscade Pulse one and the Mythic Spear and the... No, actually I think it's better than that. Okay, it's the Aeonic one that's the best right now, and then the Mythic sometimes is usually in second place, but in some situations is better than the Aeonic, and some long-term Dragoons are like, well, the Mythic is actually better because if you just have friends to play with, because you'll always be buffed, blah, 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 or something like that. With the Empyreans being told that it's third, and sometimes in certain situations is second best. And I don't know, I think that the Empyrean's probably actually at least second best, and moves up in the first, probably, and it's probably just nostalgia for the Mythic being so cool and hard to obtain that makes them say that. But then again, some of these people are ridiculously obsessed with putting everything into a spreadsheet, and running the numbers before they actually see them, and taking metagame to a whole new level. Yeah, I was invited to dinner. Please pardon my temporary lapse in memory. Sadly, I'm under strict orders not to let anyone into the castle this late at night. But there's gonna be an assassination attempt. What? A plot by anti-colonization revolutionaries, you say? I'm afraid that isn't my jurisdiction. You'll have to inform the Peacekeepers Coalition, as they are much more prepared than I to deal with something of this scope. Come to think of it, I remember Gwyneth mentioning a problem with the kitchen. I hardly think that has anything to do with the conspiracy, though. What was it? Oh, just that they had yet to receive their weekly stock of ingredients from the Civic Arboretum. Arboretum. Something like that. Words are hard. We might have not gotten the right cutscene. Okay, no, I think we got the right cutscene. Okay. Okay, so I guess we're going to go pick up the kitchen's food and deliver it or something? Okay, controller, cooperate, please. My controller's been kind of finicky lately. Like, the other day, it just, like, died on me for some reason, and, like, my character just kept running, and I had to, like, unplug it, replug it, and then that had me have to redo my sound settings. I've been dreading that happening during the Let's Play, because if it happens, the recording will stop, and then I'll have to actually edit videos together. Actually use the Adobe Premiere Plus that I pay for. That would be horrible. Alright, we gotta talk to a Lalafell named Chivalva. Chivalva? No, I'm just kidding. Yo, bitch, give me some of the daikon radishes. The Arboretum Wheatum. Yep, sure am. Did you know all the water here is pumped up deep from below the island surface? And it goes round and round in an intricate reticulation of tunnels. Maybe the tunnel's designs would be more logical if they weren't built 200 years ago, but the geomancers back then did a good job with what they were given. Anyhow, we use some of the water in this Spataro to grow our vegetables. To let you in on a little secret, the Alliance's most important person lends us his aid every so often. Exactly, none other than Ignis S. Adelin. He says that a place like this is needed not only to provision the colonization movement, but to help make the city self-sufficient, Taru. Sadly, he's been feeling under the weather for a while. I can hardly remember when the last time I saw him. Lots of people criticize Ignis's decision to colonize Ulbuka, saying he's gone too far. Everyone here, though, stands tall and proud in support of him. Sorry, but it's not too appetizing, is it? The Inventaru's coalition was nice enough to develop a water purification system for us. But even with that, it's still rather dirty-wordy. Plus, the lack of light down here means the plants often don't get enough nutrient-tarus. There's no denying that they fill your stomach to the brim, though. You won't find fresh produce at a cheaper price anywhere in Adeline either. Over here. These Adelinian tomatoes look positively scrumptious-wumptious. Incidentally, let me tell you a little something about Arciella. You do know her, right? Yeah, I've banged her in the woods a couple of times. But by the way you talk, it sounds like you're best Taru friends. How did you get to be so close to her? Well, she just showed up one day and let me bang her in the woods. Never mind. Well, Arciella trekked all around the Jungle Wungle just to pick up some tomato sproutlings for us. They truly are amazing specimens, for I've never seen any plant more resistant to disease. I still reminisce sometimes about the time I told her, it'd be my pleasure to give you the first harvest Taru. Why? Because her smile was positively angelic. I felt Taru as if I had gazed upon the countenance of the goddess herself. Aha, I do believe that inspiration has struck. If you're on such good terms with the Princess, why don't you take today's badge to her? Just tell her that they're from Chalvava, and she's sure to accept Taru. You don't mind wine, do you? See, the amount of work I have left is absolutely staggering. Well, I would rather do it myself. I guess I'll have to let you steal the spotlight, Taru. Chalvava vacate. Here you go, don't you dare drop these, or the ghost of crestfallen researchers will haunt you even into the afterlife. Obtain key item, box of Adelinian tomatoes. Okay, that's precisely what we needed. Fresh and juicy of bright red skin, these tomatoes were grown in Adelin's own civic arboretum. The seeds, however, were brought back from the jungle by Arciella. Hey, someone else is lock-styling the Ophidian blade. How about that? I might go back to that lock style somewhat. I do like it. Kind of digging what I got going on now, though. Is it time for a big-ass cutscene? What's this I hear about Chalvava? Oh, look, it's the princess herself, just in time to make us get in. Why, hello there, Calmwind. First, I'd like to apologize for not saying goodbye before leaving the Colosseum. I got lost in thought. Wait, those are Adelinian tomatoes. So Chalvava did remember our promise. I'm so happy. You came all the way here just to bring these to us. Well then, would you mind carrying them to the kitchen for me? Princess, if I may, you have nothing to worry about. Calmwind is one of the most trustworthy people I know. Haha, gate guard. That's what you get for not randomly meeting the princess and banging her in the woods. It seems we were destined to meet in the most unconventional of circumstances. How's my brother feeling? Well, he's not in danger of dying. You want to see him? I don't know. He's not really in any condition to hold an audience with anyone. I really appreciate the tomatoes, though. They sure do look delicious. That's not really why you're here? Then what are you here for? You hand Arciella the note detailing seditious plans. What? They said they're going to remove my brother from his seat for all eternity. No, they wouldn't. They couldn't. Did you hear that? I thought I heard a scream. Who are these? They appear as if from the shadows, my lady. Mist dagger? Huh. Hisk. Here, I thought no one in Vandeel could disenchant our stealth incantations. No matter, though, now that we've made it this far. You're not going to lay a finger on my brother. He doesn't even raise his voice in protest, let alone try to flee. It doesn't look like if a mere night's rest will cure what he has. Is that right? Isn't that right, Princess? Our work here is done. That bitch got held off by maids. After them! You retrieve a verdant clump of moss covered dirt from the floor. This moss, I've only ever seen it grow in cool, sunless places. Could one of the assassins have tracked it in with them? If that's the case, then their bodies and what gets stuck to their shoes don't actually vanish. We just can't see them. It means that they probably came from somewhere that never gets touched by either heat or light. But where could that be? Yo, dog, I told you their meeting place was in the waterway. You never cease to amaze me, Calmwind. That's why I let you bang me in the woods. Is there anything I want to let know that you don't already? Well, there's no time for idle banter. We should hurry if we want to catch them. Okay, so now we have to go back to the sluice gates in Rala Waterways at the F5 entrance on the other side of Adeline. And the closest one is this one. Swing! Yeah, I'm just joking about the whole banging in the woods thing, obviously. It's just, you know, like, why would... Without, like, romantic attraction, why would a princess suddenly, like, really super duper care about us? Like, I know, we've been doing reeves and helping in the colonization efforts, but doesn't that just make us, like, shouldn't that just make us a figure that's, you know, tenuous and what's the words? Come on, brain, work with me. You know, aren't we aggravating the situation of Adeline just by being here? Like, contentious, you know, like... Like, there's so many other adventurers, supposedly, that are doing this as well, and they're all supposedly doing an amazing job. You know, how come she's not, you know, randomly bumping into them and telling them they're the greatest, and, you know... all that. I mean, obviously it's because we're the protagonist of reality, but... Meh. Hey look, she put her hair back up. Because she's in adventure mode. It looks like an old sluice gate, but something's different. If I recall correctly, the first ones were hand-operated. I bet we could get it to open if we had a waterway facility crank. I once heard that the researchers down here were tidy enough to put leftover parts in crafts and boxes. Or crates and boxes, and if we're going to find that thing, it's probably going to be in a box. Okay. Head to H6 of Rala Waterways and retrieve the waterway facility crank from the storage container. Most easily accessed from via Western Adeline K8 from the Big Bridge waypoint. So... I mean, we're already in the waterways, like why don't we just run over there? Surely there's not going to be another sluice gate that just gets in our way and gives us a bad time, right? And don't mind me, I'm just going to grab out some trust just in case we have to fight. I don't remember the flow of this mission, I'm just pretty sure we have to fight Balamore. Or someone related to Balamore. Also, spoiler alert, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it was a bunch of ninjas we had to fight, actually, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. Back in the day when Adeline first came out and we were exploring this, me and my ex and my friends, Rala Waterways was one of the first places we came, and we ran through here together and fought all these crabs together. And that was the point where my ex said that she was happier than she'd ever been playing because she never got to explore an area with just, well, like with friends when it first came out and stuff. And isn't it wild though, like, we were already in the waterways and it wasn't really that far of a run, and the guide was just like, go back out and take the warp to the other side of Adeline and enter, zone again, and, run pretty much just as far as if you would just, run there from inside already. Yeah. And my HP's kind of low because literally I had been doing walk of echoes, and then like I didn't enter a mog house. I just like logged out or shut down while putting my dogs to bed or whatever it was. Didn't have to care about logging out instantly in the Mog House or anything. Oh wait, no, that's not right. I guess it's because I had an HP down effect from one of the Walk of Echoes things when I logged out, because the last thing I did when I logged out last night was I collected gil, the 9.5 million gil from my delivery box. Well, if it's an Arciella. With calm wind right on our heels. I thought Miss Dagger was better than to be followed by those from outside the profession. I know you're against the colonization movement, and I completely understand why you would be. Still, that's no reason to kill my brother. I think the will of the Founder King is more than enough reason. The Founder King would never condone the assassination of someone simply for expressing a different opinion from his. If you're so convinced of that, how about proving it on the battlefield? Okay. Oh, I think this one is for Rhapsodies. Yep, okay, that's what we need back here for our Rhapsodies thing. But we might as well do this fight since we're here, right? So. Hey look, are we getting aided by Arciella? We are! Well, in that case, we don't need to double up on Arciella. Let's kill Legalka first and be extremely racist. Okay, I'll do Echo's Fury on the next one. Oh look, they perform skill chains together. That's adorable. Oh, one of them casted Kostra? Keeper cast Kostra, how about that? That would be Echo's Fury. have thoroughly and utterly bested me. Do what you see fit with my living corpse. I'm not at liberty to make that decision. Your fate will be decided in accordance with the law. More importantly, though, I wouldn't be wasting my time fighting another Adelinian in the first place. Or I shouldn't be wasting my time. Oh? I can't hide the truth any longer. I need to think of something before word gets out. I'm going to need your help as well, Calmwind. Meet me in my brother's chambers as soon as you can. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. I suppose. Okay, we might as well advance the next cutscene because we got the key item we need for Rhapsodies, so we can go back to doing Rhapsodies, but there's another game day wait coming up in Adeline, so if I like stop now and jump back into Rhapsodies and then try to come back and do a recording later, we'll just get cock-blocked like immediately by game day wait, so yeah. Well, I hope you liked Echo's Fury, because I'm never using it again. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's just that I like Resolution better, and even Savage Blade a little bit better these days. It's partially because they do more damage, but also partially because I had my fun with Echo's Fury back when it was new, and was literally the best great axe weapon skill for like a couple of years. And actually more than a couple of years. Upheaval didn't really get good in people's minds until like really until Django, I'm pretty sure, which is the Aeonics, but I mean, it's not a terrible weapon skill, it's just that its main modifier, I'm pretty sure it used to be only Vitality. That might have changed as well, but it's like a four hit weapon skill that looks really cool. It's merited normally. That's how you gain access to it traditionally. And it has fusion properties, so it lets you 2-step light, and you can 3-step double light, you know, by basically doing King's Justice, or, well, really, Echo's Fury. It'd be simpler then, in that it'd be Echo's Fury, Upheaval, Echo's Fury, and then you would do double light. The Chancellor is so stricken with illness that he can't rise from his bed. If he can't even attend assembly meetings, how is he supposed to lead the colonization movement? Would you care to expound upon these rumors, Arciela? If your brother is truly taken ill, let me have a look at him. I shall do everything in my power to see that he recovers. Mistress Svenja. This validates my argument all the more. We cannot have an invalid running our nation. Even when he made his presence felt daily, the nation was practically in shambles. I call for his immediate abdication. Let Arciela assume his position, and we can all... Just a goddess damn Minotaur. Why raise Arciela to Ignis's position? Because it seems like the most glaringly obvious course of action. This is a government Taru by the people for the people. We didn't create this alliance so some living skeleton Wellington could bully us into doing what he wants. Besides, the Chancellor Wanceller would be better in no time, right? What in the wind-whipped woodlands was that eerie, weary sound? Don't try to tell me none of you heard it either. Master Merchant Taru, Chero Machero, can hear a single grain of bale drop from palms away. No, now he can't even speak? Tefek? Was that not a doll or a mannequin? This is actually my first time seeing the mannequin face in Final Fantasy XI, and I was freaked out because I thought he was just like that was his illness. A mannequin? Or is it a leafkin? No, a doll? Ignis? You're not telling us that this Virgentario Massive Twigs is Grand Chancellor Ignis? But he resembles a leafkin in every possible way. It's the curse. It's retribution for failing to heed the words of the Founder King. What a ghastly fate. Ignis. When did this all start? Right after he began recruiting adventurers from the Middlelands. He began complaining of constant fatigue and would sleep practically the whole day away. I was still able to exchange words with him the last time we met, however. I had no idea to think the curse actually exists. Its existence is much more plausible than many are likely to think. Time for more hand-drawn art? There is an account of a haunting that dates back to the Great Expedition, a time when the Founder King's influence had just begun to wane. The ruler at the time claimed that the Founder King's ghost appeared in his bedchamber, warning that any attempt to enter the forest would bring with it grave consequences. Soon after that ominous apparition's visit, myriad disasters erupted throughout the capital. The coincidence was too horrifying to ignore. The people immediately called a halt to colonization, erected a new tomb for the first king beneath the city, and held a prolonged vigil to appease him. As a result, the ghosts stopped appearing and the disasters abated. Some will likely claim that this is nothing but an old wives' tale, but I assure you it is not. The story can be corroborated by any number of scholarly chronicles. If it is indeed a curse, then perhaps we can lift it like any other? Has anyone tried casting Kursna upon him? If no one else has, please allow me to try. Svenja casts Kursna. It has absolutely no effect on Ignis. Unbelievable, this has got to be the single strongest curse I have ever encountered. I knew we should have never set foot in the hinterland. To neglect the Founder King's wisdom is to seal our own doom. We have disfigured the forest. It is only natural that it seeks revenge. Are you saying that it's empirically impossible for us to coexist with the jungle? That the only thing we can do is mutilate each other beyond recognition? Your Rhapsodies poem begins to glow a light green. Can you hear me, calm wind? A ghostly echo reverberates inside your head. My name is Ignis S. Adelin. I am brother to Arciella, who stands next to you. Calm wind? There is no time for being around the bush, so to speak, so let me say this right now. Calm wind. Do not, under any circumstances, cease colonization. What's going on, Calm Wind? What a strange voice? No, I don't hear anything like that at all. Furthermore, more important issues lie before us than lifting this curse. The voice is Ignis's? You remember what Rosalacia told us, don't you? Yes. Ask the king. Yes, that's it. You didn't have to add the funny accent, though. That's funnier when I read it out loud and did the funny accent. I love you, Final Fantasy XI. What if the king she was referring to isn't their ruler, but my brother who's been transformed into a leafkin? Arciella, I am completely lost. What in heavens have you been talking about? Calmwind says he can communicate with Ignis. So Calmwind, what's my brother saying? Trouble yourself not with breaking the curse. Instead, adventurer, listen to what I have learned, as long as you can hear me. I have transmogrified into a piece of Yggdrasil, the world tree. Calmwind, Yggdrasil's powers are dwindling even as we speak. A disturbance has appeared in the heart of Ulbuka. Darkness gushes forth as if from some forbidden spring. Hey, he's got white hair. Neat. It is that very darkness which drains Yggdrasil's strength. And you will be the one to stop the cause of it, Calmwind. If you do not, and this harrowing force chokes Yggdrasil with its crepuscular grip, all life in Ulbuka will cease to exist as we know it. Of this I am certain. Calmwind, your face. It's so pale. What did my brother just tell you? Calm Wind, speak to me, Calm Wind. I can't, I'm a silent protagonist! You truly believe I will fall for this ruse? That seed will allow us to communicate with Ignis as much as holding a tea party for the Blackthorn Coven will assuage their undying rancor. It is only natural that some of us still harbor doubts about what he says. The only way to prove him right or wrong is to test it for ourselves. Calm Wind, was it? Do you mind if we borrow that mystic plan of yours for a bit? We've been tricked. You can't hear Ignis's voice at all. I do find it odd that none of us were able to hear him. However, I also do not see any reason for him to lie to us. Since when did a pioneer need a reason? Calm Wind, let me try. Arciella. I can hear something. It's definitely the voice of my brother. How hilarious. I mean, intriguing. Yes, I see, but why, brother? Arciella, what's your tender-legged brother saying? The same thing as he told Calm Wind. Trouble yourself not with breaking the curse. Why is it only these two can communicate with him? How utterly incomprehensible. This administration can't function properly without a leader. I agree wholeheartedly with you, Vortimir. We must prioritize removing the Chancellor's curse. That is what's best for the nation. But my brother explicitly told us not to. Listen, Arciella, you and that pioneer are the only two who claim they can hear him. We can't overlook the possibility that you two might be conspiring together. That's preposterous. Just because I was banging Calm Wind in the woods. I realize that it's unlikely, and maybe I should have been chosen my words more carefully. However, I assume that most everyone here concurs with me. Returning Ignis to his original form is our first concern. I'm sure even you agree to some extent. I find it difficult to believe that you take issue with him being human. You don't wish him to stay a pile of twigs for the rest of his life, do you? Well, no, but that is all I need to hear. I know exactly the person to solve this problem. All we need to do is summon her back from her expedition. Expedition? Ah, the merciful. I really should do something about that loose tongue of mine. At any rate, this should prove to be an interesting turn of events. This meeting is adjourned. Let us convene again in a few days' time. And there's our cue. There's our sign. Oh, looks like we completed Chapter 2. Oh, yeah. Although, it's funny that the game says we completed Seekers of Adel in Chapter 2, but the wiki guide says that we still have Mission 2 TAC 8 to do, which is literally just a cutscene with LaVille after a game day passes, followed by a few things, and doing yet more in premature use. So, we'll do that at some point, but for now, we can take our Founder King Orb, a precious artifact of the Founder King that Balamor has long been hunting for. A fearsome upswell of magic threatens to burst from its glassy confines. Okay, so basically we got that orb. Okay, and now we can go back to doing Rhapsodies. Although I doubt, we're gonna get cock blocked. I can feel it. I can feel it. We're gonna get cock blocked, and still not even get to the point where no, I just want Rhapsodies of Vana'diel. Like, come on now. Missions, please. Okay. Alright, so now we've got to go to the augural conveyor at Rala Waterways. So, enigmatic device, Rala Waterways. Whoop. It all began with a stone, or so the legend says. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its many-colored light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. What a quaint little ditty, wouldn't you say? And one which a Midlander such as yourself would have heard many times before. It began with a stone, a many-colored light banishing the darkness. But neither of us really think that the darkness is the emptiness. It's the void. And what threatens your lovely friend's future isn't the emptiness either. Once again, it's the void. With a capital V? Isn't it your job to put the pieces together? Because it's certainly not mine. Come now, less standing around stupefied and more handing me the Founder King's orb. Oh look, I guess that's August, huh? Some 1,000 years ago, Adolin's Founder King August came across enormous magical power and sealed away Hades, who came to learn of a place called Tartarus. And the enormous magical power is central to how the story unfolds. And he came in contact with my homeland, the place where I was born. Yes, this orb is from my world. Ah, yes, I remember so clearly now. We refer to the void as the cloud of darkness. How can I explain this to someone with your mental capacity? It's not alive, it's not dead. I don't know if it even is. It eats away at light and darkness, halting all life and making it as if it never existed to begin with. That is its purpose, if you can call it that. What I learned is that my world, your Vanadil, and the countless other stars that exist are but islands floating within this cloud. The cloud doesn't think or feel, but it does shift and move, just like the clouds you and I are familiar with. He's talking about outer space, which with each blow of its wind, it moves, grows, shrinks, and dissipates, and as it does, it engulfs any worlds that stand in its way. If your world is unlucky enough to be caught in its path, then poof. Not that I've had the ill fortune of seeing or experiencing it, but it was a little something I picked up along the way. I couldn't care less whether you believe me or not. That's for you to decide. But you probably should, especially now that your orb is filled with a little bit of me. What was it you called it? Trust? Even I couldn't come up with a more fitting name. Not that I have any idea how you came to manipulate such powers. The fact that such a thing is possible, couldn't that be a sign she gave you? But I grew bored of this. Let me return what I borrowed. Haven't you read the script? This is the part where you show me the orb. Sometimes the most expected of paths emerge from the most taxing of trials. Beauty incarnate, no? And so, Comland, I take my leave. Perhaps we'll be fortunate enough to cross paths again someday. Huh, is he really a bad guy? His laugh reminds me of Kefka, but it also reminds me of Norsten Beckler from Chrono Trigger. You know, that guy with the clown with the floating hands in the tent where you get Chrono's clone? If you're not familiar with Chrono Trigger, I have a Let's Play of it with some pretty fried audio on my channel. Okay, so apparently we've got to go to the library now. So we'll just run out of here like total complete chads, not caring if we get hit. because we have like 40, I want to say 46 damage taken. 46% minus 46%, so we take half damage basically from anything that hits us. Plus we have a shit ton of evasion because item level comes with that. Or item level gear comes with that, rather. It's quite interesting. You know, the main form of mitigation that most players turned to was evasion and Jutsu Semi-Shadows. For like the first 7.5, maybe even 8 years of Final Fantasy XI's life. And it's still a very, very valid way to mitigate damage and to withhold TP from monsters. It's just, for every job to do it, it requires ninja sub-job. And if your job's not dual-wielding, then it kind of seems, you know, a little bit extra. But also just the fact that they started countering it, you know, come the Abyssia era. They started to incorporate monsters like the Iron Giants and stuff, whose auto attacks are technically classified as TP moves, that they can just do endlessly. And they wipe shadows completely, or take multiple shadows at once every single time they attack, making it a less viable way to tank. But quite a few people who play this game, they still love playing jobs like Thief, that has like evasion bonus 7 or whatever the fuck it is, on top of having A+ evasion, on top of, you know, evasion gear sets you can make, where you'll just, you fight and you basically dodge almost everything that comes your way, if it's physical. Very, very appealing to a lot of people. It was very appealing to me too back in the day. Nowadays I kind of don't care about it, because I'm just like, well, if I can take it on the chin and live, I don't care. My HP bar exists for a reason. Yeah, it was definitely from an era, though, where fights were, you know, basically kept to, you know, one monster swinging at you at a time, while the others were all crowd-controlled or, you know, kept away from you. Hey, let me into the library, yo. Dearest Calmwind, to what do we owe the honor today? I don't know why you're telling me you're honored to see me, but I mean, you are a female elven, so... Princess Arciella? She is in the closed stacks looking for information on the Founder King. No need to hide what you're reading from me. Calmwind, are the end times truly upon us? Life throws many trials at us, and this is how we overcome the displays who we truly are. My trials lie in helping my brother, managing the colonization movement, and dealing with the vicious forces in the jungle. Of course, I wish to help in any way I can. I scoured the shelves to see what I could learn about the Balamor said about beginning with a stone. It seems that it has something to do with a place called Li Talor, located in the Midlands, your homeland. The annals say that the statue located in Eastern Adolin's goddess's promenade was fashioned after a similar creation in the ruins located there. Maybe you can learn more about the Cloud of Darkness if you search the ruins yourself. But it chills me to the bone to think that August had dealings with the world Balamor once called home. If Balamor is 1,000 years old, then how could he maintain his form for so long? There must be some connection. I would go with you, but there are pressing matters at the palace to which I must attend. But please, come see me if you find something out. Perhaps that orb of yours truly is the key. Yeah, I can't imagine being 1,000 years old. I'm 33, and... man, I'm already starting to feel it. Like, I don't actually have a lot of joint pain like most people, but I do have significant amounts of wrist pain in my ulnar where my ulnar nerves are on the pinky side of the hand and wrist every day now, basically. And my metabolism's definitely slowed down. I'm getting a bit pudgy. Let's see. So now we have to go to Hall of Gods, it says, which we could just... I guess the quickest way there would be... an elven female named Splendid with a merc lace. How about that? Oh, and it's fully augmented. What a badass. I would love to get the Jackery robe +2. We really... Oh, wham. How much refresh does she have? She got 3 on the hat, 4 on the body. That's 7. 9 from her rings. 2 from the feet. So 11 tick refresh. Oh, dude. Is that the Ambuscade Cape for Red Mage? Enhancing magic duration +20%. Jesus, we need... Oh my god. That's fucking amazing. I love examining other players and being able to, like, look at their gear in this game. Oh my god, that's amazing. Final Fantasy XI is truly a game where you can look at another player and be like, truly be like, goals. So let's see. I think we go to Tulia. And we go to... this, we can just zone into Hall of Gods backwards. I'm sure there's a survival guide somewhere in Adeline. I just don't remember. I'm not familiar enough with the layout of Adeline to remember where it's at. So we'll just take a slightly less optimal option. Any excuse to walk through Colored Sky again. Still one of my favorite areas in the zone, or in the game. Oh look, someone's fighting ALO for heavy metal plates. I guess there is a Void Watch event going on right now. People do that because heavy metal plates are required for, come on, Brain. Brain, you can do it. I believe in you, Brain. Heavy metal plates are required for Empyrean upgrades, and so they sell for a lot of money because for a lot of the physical jobs, the Empyreans are basically just the best weapon you can use. Like, the dagger Empyrean is literally the best dagger in the game. And it's not just because of its main hand thing, it's because its weapons, its associated weapon skill is amazing. It gets to power up that weapon skill. It does occasionally deals triple damage. And then even if you do find a dagger that you like better than it in your main hand, you can still offhand it, and it gives you +70 dexterity. So that's with modern day calculations, that's like +50 accuracy or something. And not to mention the huge crit rate boost. So, yeah, like, oh man, Winterstone Sky, how dare they? But, ooh, did I show you? Did I show you? We've been on this server for 1 week now, and Bastok is #1! Oh, yeah. Get fucked, Bastok haters. They hate us because they ain't us. Oh shit, it's Eshantarl. I had an inkling you would be here. You must be taken aback to be reunited with me here of all places. To think we had prevented the world from ending one way, only to find it would end in another. And Iroha, is she not with you? Nope, she died suddenly, like 2 more times. Please, apprise me of what you've learned thus far. Well, there's a really hot babe in Adeline, who I like banging in the woods. So Iroha expired and has yet to return to this mortal coil. Revival is in the realm of the gods, and she has not yet returned. It may be because they do not permit it. Should she be struggling in earnest against this void, this cloud of darkness, then it is but a matter of time before they see fit to bring her here once more. Unless their own powers have begun to wane and they have little time left. Only the ancients, the Zillart, possess the means by which to open these gates. Honey Boo Boo, I did Apocalypse Nigh. You don't know that I killed your brothers. Or whatever. Or maybe they're not her brothers. But either way, I killed the Zillart royal family. Come on now. How did you not expect me to have it, bitch? Like... Long have I awaited thine arrival. Oh, it's gonna be even while again, huh? Welcome, warriors of light, to the Temple of Altana, a place where knowledge comes to be lost. Lady Evenwhile serves the goddess of the dawn in all her incarnations, and is the custodian of the gate by which she can be reached. Lady Eshentarl, thy presence doth come as a surprise. To think one such as thyself would be come posing questions for me. A young woman has traversed time itself to speak of calm wind. She claimed that an existence which some call the Void, and others call the Cloud of Darkness, has come to Vana'diel. The Cloud of Darkness, you say? Alas, I can confess to hearing this name only once before in my lifetime. Prophecies say that the Cloud of Darkness is fated to descend upon this land once the 5 pieces of the Mother Crystal have turned to dust. Were the pieces to be made whole once more, it is possible to avoid this most gloomy of futures. That day itself will signal the end of Vana'diel. Yet even the struggles of the vaunted warriors of light would mean naught against the coming purge. And pray tell, is there aught we can do? If we cannot stop it while mortal, then we must walk the path of the gods. You would have Calm Wind become a god? You mean he must cast off the bonds of the emptiness that shackle all who were born and destined to die? Some would say you speak madness, but I cannot deny it. If such a ritual succeeded, I shall not lade my words with honey. The idea is so dangerous that failure can end only in death. Yet shouldst thou choose to walk the path of thorns, I shall help clear the way, for only one such as thou can make the journey. Booty call! Evenwhile Trust? Oh. Dude, is this cutscene right here, is this literally... This is the reason, this one cutscene is the reason we couldn't get the fucking Ark Angel Trust, literally until fucking now? That's it? That, like, fucking 10 seconds of... Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus fucking Christ. You and you alone have the potential to guide them. But Calm Wind, if he wants to become a god of light, then I shall intervene. Oh snap. He dissipated her soul? What manner of trickery is this? He teleported Eshentarl away. Evenwhile, we'll have to suffer in this world no longer. I would like to burn this whole place to ashes, but there are more pressing matters to attend to. You vanquished me with my power when my power was approaching its zenith, and attempted to thwart me every step of the way. Yet I know more than any how you will attempt to become a god of light. I have come this far, and by any means possible, I will impede your apotheosis. Apotheosis is, I believe, transformation. I guess I can look it up, though. It might literally just mean become a god. Let's see. No, apotheosis, damn it. The elevation or exaltation of a person to the rank of a god. The ideal example, epitome, quintessence. Alright, so yeah, literally, it's a word that literally means becoming a god. In this world, there can be no light without darkness. Are you truly so arrogant as to believe this world needs no darkness to thrive? In a world with nothing but light, how will the dead find eternal slumber? Before you act, you must think. It's only a matter of time before the cloud of darkness swallows all. Calm wind? Calm wind! I guess we got knocked out. He knocked us the fuck out. I see, so that masked man is, for lack of a better term, a future you that has succumbed to darkness. A fallen angel, if you will. I sense that your words do not ring false. But let us reflect. If he came to our time to prevent you from becoming a god of light, the logical conclusion is that you have the capability to do so. So you wish to know a more concrete method of becoming a god of light? Would that I could provide you with answers, but I cannot surmise what Evenwhile had in mind. Perhaps Celtus in Paradise would have the answers we seek. However, should I have not made this clear before, you must make many sacrifices in order to discard your mortal form and ascend. You will become more than any person was meant to be, and rise to a plane where you will no longer be able to interact with friends and loved ones. Let there be no doubt, the path is a lonely one. Okay, well, what's next? Return to Racem Jima Sanctorium for a cutscene. Okay. I guess we can just use the book that's... either book that's right outside Hall of Gods. And, just gonna look ahead real quick and see... I'm just trying to see if there's another game day wait or anything up ahead. Doesn't look like it, so... Since the game gave us no clear direction, though, I think it's high time that we just go get our fucking Ark Angel Trusts. So, especially since the game fucking said, hey, Archangels, baby. But, also, you know, like, the last few videos have been, you know, questing, story, questing, story. And it's not like I want to stop that, actually. I mean, I do want to record all these stories. It's just that, well, there's other stuff I want to do, like level other jobs to have more options, and I just wanted to get the Ark Angel Trusts to have more options as well. And man, I can't believe Final Fantasy XI really said, for this 2-second cutscene where we show an NPC, but like they're not actually, you know, doing anything important at all, where they stand behind you for 2 seconds, you have to complete like half of, you know, 2 storylines. Okay there, Clarion Star. There will be no more shoulder strumping. You will give me my fucking Archangel Galka, or I will kill you. Cypher appears to be the real deal, but damned if I know who it'll actually call forth. Let's give it a try. Damn fucking straight. It's about fucking time. Oh, dude, are we gonna get this cutscene every time we get one? Okay, so I guess maybe the cutscene for getting the trust is referencing that cutscene. And this is technically tied to becoming a god, even though I never did this on my main character when I beat Rhapsodies. Interesting. You learn trust Ark Angel Galka. Yay! We did it! But now we've got to do it again. We got to do it 9 times. No, I'm just kidding. We just got to do it 4 more times. We actually have to beat the other 4, which I don't think will be that hard because we don't have to fight them on anything above very easy, and it's not like it's effortless. Even on very easy, they're all pretty dangerous. Because like very easy makes them item level 113, so there's still item level content even at their easiest. And they're item level content that has, you know, special abilities and hits quite hard and stuff. So that's the whole thing. But each time we're gonna have to come back here and talk to this guy, and then start a row objective again too. Yep, we sure did. Okay. Please come by again later. Okay, so that means what? 4. Do I got a zone or something? Oh, this better not be a fucking game day wait for getting my fucking... Oh my god. Shoot me now. I'm gonna hop back a few things and... Okay, Ark Angel EV. Hold up, we're gonna have to look at Galka's page. Let's see. I always like the music in Rulu Gardens. Yeah, it says upon completion of any of these objectives, zone out of Rulu Gardens and zone back in to talk to Jamal again. Also, we might as well get Signet now that we're back in an area that matters. So, quell your rage, temper your arrogance, stifle your envy, overcome your cowardice, eliminate your apathy. A new record of imminent. Okay, so cool. Cool. Emerge victorious in combat against Ark Angel EV. Okay, so now we just take the home point warp to number 4 in Ruan Gardens. I think it's the one on the western Layloth Amphitheater. And she's probably gonna be a total bitch to fight, huh? Because I remember she was the hardest one when we actually did. And, you know, come to think of it, let's pick up some food real quick because she's gonna have high defense. We're gonna want more attack power. I did have a bunch of rabbit pies I bought from Curio Moogle, but I used them all while doing Walk of Echoes last night. Hell stink. Hydrocopy? Yeah, we'll just go for Hydrocopy. Why not? Yeah, remember she has like the AoE sword move that silences everyone, so we might run into difficulty unless, like, we might have to. We'll see how it goes, but we might have to. We might have to fight Archangel Elvin's high tier battlefield on like Red Mage / Scholar and bring Echo drops, just so we can keep our healing trusts unsilenced. And our tanking trust, really. Yawn. I apologize for all the yawning. Yeah, but it's interesting to me, all these high tier battlefields, they're all just more or less, they came out like at the cusp of item level 119 being the best thing in the game. They all drop I-119 stuff. Most of their I-119 stuff, you know, it barely rivals Baled gear. So, like, they're barely worth doing unless you want a lock style. But then apparently they also... You should be overwhelmed by the arrogance that disfigures you. Okay, hottie. And I wish we still had Matsui P. I believe King of Hearts actually has Kursna and stuff like that, so he probably has Silence. Also, I would use Archangel Galka against her, but he doesn't have stun like Zaid. So I want Zaid to potentially stun things. Of course, it all is kind of meaningless if we lose anyway, so... Whatever. We'll see what happens. God, look at our delicious attack and defense values. It's a beautiful thing. Hey, baby. You wanna kick my ass? Oh, she's got Blink. Oh, that's right, she's a paladin / white mage. Man, she's tall. We're just gonna save our TP for a second here. Okay, I think with Fencer and Warcry we'll be fine now, so we're just gonna go all out because it's the end of the video anyway. She missed me with Shield Strike. Now she's invulnerable. We've got our damage taken set on though, so I think we'll be okay. And a Pururu didn't get silenced, so we should be fine. And Invincible feels like it lasts forever when you know it pretty much lasts forever. Oh, baby. Come on now. Stop stunning me. I will become your short king. Uh-oh. She can self-light with that. Do a lot of damage to us. Okay, not too bad. Oh, we got a Damascene cloth. That sells for like 100k. Not too bad at all. I love it. I dig it. And we'll just warp back because stuff and things and stuff, baby. I guess we got time to get in one more or so. Maybe, perhaps. Maybe all of them, if the fights are short enough. Of course, I've fought the Ark Angel Hume one a lot. I do it on very easy or normal, depending on how confident I'm feeling. If you lose, though, you lose your Phantom Gem, so it costs merits to do this. So it's kind of a kind of sucks when you lose. I assume Archangel Tarutaru would probably be kind of annoying, because he's got Amon Drive, which... Controller? Man, I don't get why this controller's on the fritz, but... An apparition, you say? Ah, the fresh face of youth that has acquired a new alter ego. Never shall I tire of it. Hell yeah! Apparently that's the best tank trust in the entire game, they say. Oh, and look, it's Darkness Shield. That's cool. And now we have to go to Relude Gardens. And then the guy will say, oh, it looks like you succeeded, and now zone please, because I'm a whore. I think we fight either Taratar or Mithra next. I know Hume is last. Because of course he's last, he's a Calm Wind clone. I'm recording this before I go to work today, and I might be able to do another back-to-back recording just to get these all done. It'll be a shorter one if I do, but we are like, what, 19 minutes from the hard limit here, so... If the test results for the darkness-based trust magic follow my hypothesis, then my next step will be to research trust magic that combines the power of both light and darkness. I wonder if anything actually ever came of that. If there's any trusts after this that do that. I know there's a trust upgrade we get if we get over 86 trusts and all the Ark Angel Trusts. Which I don't know if we will have that many by the time we get all the Archangels, but we'll be able to count. Corn Elf, huh? Master level Thief 4. Of the hot elven. Huh. Wonder why they're wielding such crappy daggers. Maybe they accidentally equipped the daggers they like lock styling? Oh. Okay. We might as well just... Well, it doesn't matter where we zone to, right? So... It'd be cool if we got another Anahero weapon. Because we actually have Archangel Elven's sword. That's the sword we've been using on Warrior this whole time. We have Archangel Galka's Great Katana already. What I was trying to get from Hume when I was doing those off-camera was... I was trying to get his sword. Because it's a halfway decent starting I-119 sword that, you know, if you got it in one drop, it would technically be really easy to get. Because you would just do Archangel Hume once, theoretically, and get it. Which, on very difficult, apparently he's like ridiculously hard still because he can mention Gakher at any time. And he's harder to tank because they work off the old enmity formulas, even though this is item level content. It turns out for old monsters that were already programmed to the game, they couldn't just give them higher levels or something, so they just boosted their stats to an absurd degree. And so they still function off the old enmity system where once you've dealt the most damage that capture enmity, then you basically have capped enmity and like hate starts bouncing between people and stuff. Oh, it looks like we're doing Mithra next. Okay, I've never fought her outside of the old Divine Might and Archangel fight, I guess. I don't know if we'll have to deal with her pet, or if we should deal with her pet, or if we should care. Or anything. Oh, we got a title. Princess's Partisan. I guess we are partisan for the princess. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I think if I want to get all these recorded today, I'll have to do another recording. But I think we have enough time to fight Mithra. So let's go fight Mithra. She's at number 3. Oh, she was the western one. EV was the eastern one. People tell me that the Archangel Trusts aren't good for dealing damage. The best things I've heard about them is that Elven is like the de facto tank trust. And Archangel Hume is really good, and he's also a good Yusu semi-tank, but you have to summon no other tank trusts or something. So, that's a whole thing. No, wait, hold on. We should, we got the row objective going, right? Okay, just making sure, just making sure. You shall be twisted by the envy that drives you. Shut up and give me your axe. Okay, so I guess this will be the first time we try out Ark Angel EV. And, I guess I'll get a little bit of interest and try out Ark Angel Galka instead of Zaid. Ark Angel MR. Okay. So she's gonna summon her pet after, I think. Oh, as we engage, okay. And it's a tiger! Tiger, burning brighter, framed by fearful symmetry. I'm just gonna use the tiger as a way to gain more TP with retaliation. And apparently shield skill ups. Oh, perfect dodge. Slut. Uh-oh. I got charmed. And it's gonna last a full minute? I thought, why is she allowed to have 2 pets? Oh boy. I think she's gonna regain HP. Son of a bitch. Unless she's got Dia 3 ticking on her. I think that she's regaining HP right now. She might be regaining HP anyway. Wish I could target her. Maybe I can with the mouse? Nope. Ugh. She charms me and then makes me stare at her ass. Typical cat girl. Typical cat girl. Hey, hey, hey. Calm down with your cloud splitters. Her tiger got full HP back. I should have done Sanguine Blade. See, I've got an elixir, I think. I do have an elixir. Let's use it. It's going to take forever to use, but it'll give us a lot of HP back. And apparently we can still shield block while using items, so that's cool. Stop using Cloud Splitter on me, you slut. Okay, so nothing cool was gained, but her Cipher. So we'll get her Cipher. Ballin'.
Well, that was a close one. Yeah, we'll get Archangel Mithra, then we'll draw this one to a close. And I think I will. Well, I might wait till I get home from work to record. I mean, the upload's not going to be going until, like, I think I have another video before this one I have to upload anyway, so. But what we really just learned about was the importance of having dots on enemies at all times. If Archangel Mithra had not had Dia 3 on, she would have regenerated to basically full HP and we would have been boned. Wonder how good her axe is anyway. Let's see. 156 base damage, enmity minus 6, pet evasion plus 40, enmity plus 6. Beastmaster only. Okay. So it just looks cool, basically. Here's Archangel Mithra. My Archangel harem is almost complete. Now, I've read that Archangel Mithra is actually pretty good damage. If she sticks to doing Cloud Splitter. Her main problem is that she does Havoc Spiral a lot, which is low, relatively low AoE damage. So but she is an AoE trust if you know you're in a situation where you need AoE. So that's the thing. But I would assume against anything that absorbs Thunder Element or takes basically no magic damage that her Cloud Splitter thing doing good would go out the window. Pretty consistent 500 damage to us, though. But yeah, okay. So we're at the hard limit. We don't have time for another one. So thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a great day. And I'm feeling pretty great because we got our Ark Angel Trusts finally. So we just got 2 more to get. We just got to get Taru and then Hume. And it will be great. So please look forward to it. And again, thank you for watching.